everyone. Bravo, bravo. Salute. A very good morning to you, my followers. I appreciate a lot for everyone who has supported few episodes that I've dropped. Thank you very much. It's Bravo One Podcast is here with another episode. I just want to quickly dive into this topic about being a security officer and knowing how to deal with bad habits. Bad habits can be symptoms that can actually get you fired in a workplace. So if you allow bad habits to be in charge of your life, then it means you stand good chances of getting fired actually. So bad habits in our industry as security officers, it's to drink when you know you are going to report for duty, either day shift or night shift. It depends, but it doesn't matter anyway, because remember, our industry wants sober people. You can't be on duty under the influence of alcohol or intoxicated, because that will put everybody else who's there surrounding you. Remember, we protect information, we protect assets, we protect personnel. So all of those things will suffer. If you are drunk, you come to work drunk. So you really need to be considerate. It's a bad habit to drink when you know that you are supposed to report for a shift. Sorry guys, I've got my tea. I'm stirring my tea anyway. So yes, drinking when you know you're supposed to report on duty should be avoided at all costs, because in some companies, in fact, it's compulsory to security companies, when they suspect that you're under the influence, they have to breathalyze you. There's a breathalyzer that they use to breathalyze you, to check if maybe you're under the influence or you're sober, so you can be able to execute your duties. So it's very important that you avoid those things. You also need to avoid late coming. You know, some people are just used to being lazy, and I most of the time relate late coming to laziness, because if you know these people who consistently come late for work, you know that they are always late, whether day shift or night shift. Because remember, if you're working as a security officer, you're going to work day shift, you're going to work night shift, you're going to at times push more than 12 hours. It depends on the nature of your job that you're doing, and also the requirements and all of that. Because let's say maybe you're doing escort. Escort, you can work extended hours, because you can escort up to maybe more than 12 hours actually. Then you're going to have to claim overtime and all of that. So reporting late for duty is just inexcusable, and it looks unprofessional. Being quite frank and honestly, that you report late for duty. So what you're supposed to do, if you realize as a security officer that you're going to be late, your actual time, your normal time, your routine time, that this time I should be here, this time I need to be here. So if you are going to be late, you can quickly detect that I will be late. So you need to call either your manager, or you need to call your supervisor, or anyone who's in charge. Remember, in the security industry, we've got the chain of command. You can't call the director of the company telling him that you're going to be late for duty. It's nonsense. You need to phone your supervisor. Maybe there's a supervisor on site. If there's no supervisor on site, you can get in touch with your manager, your line manager, ops manager. We call them operations manager, because they deal with operation, by the way. So you call your ops manager, you tell him, listen, I'm here, and you need to report much earlier. Don't wait for 6:15, because 6:15 is the time that you should be on site. 6:15 day shift, 6:15 night shift. Rona, we used to stand parade 5:30. 5:30, back in the days when security was a little bit militant, we used to stand parade 5:30. 4:45, we disperse. we go to our post. 6 o'clock, there's no night shift. Get day shift if we are on day shift. 6 o'clock towards night shift. Get night shift you will never find anyone still asatitiza more posting or chaser. It was very strict, and remember, in the industry there's parades also. We have parades where we stand parades and they inspect you to check. Just Korea these days, it's no longer that sort of, you don't feel like you're in a police or in a military environment. You feel like, but back in those days, most companies, I won't mention them by names, by the way, so they were actually very strict with that. You stand a parade, they inspect you, they check you, you must be well shaven, you must have a short hair, you must have this, you must be neat, you must para combat, you need to make sure that you iron your combat, everything, and then stand at ease and all that. And then so you stand a parade, you get to be inspected. Sometimes they even breathalyze you, or they do it randomly. I remember one of the companies that I used to work for, they were doing it randomly. They just breathalyze randomly so that you don't know actually where they're gonna go. And sometimes people do come report late for duty knowing that breathalyze it, they were at the parade and it's done. So what they used to do, every guard that is about to report on duty, they get to be breathalyzed. So they are checked if they are sober, they are fit for duty, because it's very important for a security officer to be fit for duty. Don't be late for your duty. Don't come to work drunk. And you need to also be 100% fit, in a sense that you must not be sick. If you feel like you are sick, you must report to your manager so they release you, because you can't fight criminals when you are sickly, So that's the nature of it. So as a security officer, you need to avoid to be surrounded by bad friends, especially when you are a security officer. Having people who are not security officers, it's a problem, because let's say you're supposed to come night shift, it's a Saturday, you are chilling with them, it's in the morning, and you tell them that, listen, I'm going to report for night shift, man, so I don't want to drink. They will push you, man, shapanyana waninyana, king, I get to night shift, man, or kena night, man, bakaso jam, man, ki weekend, the out with for stay, so, and all of those things. So we are shy, I'm not to shy. Ungene duty, and then you cause a mess and they breathalyze you, they suspend you, you get fired. The same friends, because when I was and you're unemployed because of them, they will always mislead you. Sometimes we are poor life is shame. Hey, must pull my weekend is and all of them. We get to be criticized, by the way, and we don't mind anymore. Like, you need to get used to that. And when you start this career as security, you're going to lose some of your best friends because you are starting a different career. This is one of those careers that are very, very different. So obviously you're going to lose some of your friends because of you're a security officer. Sometimes because day shift Christmas, New Year, 31st, we're not getting night shift and all that. So you're going to work shift. You're gonna work night shift and day shift and holidays and weekend and Sundays. So sometimes it can be a little bit exhausting when you're not used to that. But when you're used to that, it's perfect. It's fine. I mean, Rona necessary even now, that's the life that I'm living. That I do drink occasionally, responsibly. So I don't smoke. I've never smoked a cigarette in my whole life. Not that I couldn't smoke. I could smoke. I had access to smoke because and then all of it was to do by but I was right from the beginning. I was not interested in smoking a cigarette, and then it's very important that you get rid of those habits, because those are the bad habits that can get you actually out of your job. So basically, you really need to make sure that you contain yourself. You need to make sure that you behave well, so you don't put yourself in that line of getting fired. So it's very important for officers to behave. It's very important for officers to be punctual. It's very important for officers to look neat, tidy. It's very important for the officers to be fit for duty and to have two principles: honesty and integrity. You must be honest and you must have integrity. So the customers or the clients, when they look at you, they see someone who's presentable, someone who's grounded, someone who is responsible. So it's going to help you a lot. So deal with those bad habits. And if you are someone who goes to a tavern every weekend and you like to be surrounded by friends, and then you like gallivanting and going out, party animal and all that, please don't come to this industry, because you will literally fail, or else you will suffer. It will be like you are in prison, and it's not going to be nice for you because you're not used to that. So you really need to get rid of those habits so you live a healthy life, so that at least when you start this career, you are clean and you understand what is required of you. If you really want to grow, by the way, some people don't want to grow. Some people want to stay where they are. They are comfortable where they are, and they will actually continue to be comfortable. I love spanning, I think. They don't want to be promoted, they don't want to grow, they just want to work, get that little salary, and then and then that's it. So I'm talking to people who have got goals, who knows what they want. You really need to behave, you really need to be principled. And even when people look at you, you are a proper security officer, ne? When people are looking at you as an officer on post, they can see that, this is the guy. This is the officer now. And even when they greet you, you interact with them, they can feel that, no, this is someone who knows their story, someone who knows what they are doing, and someone who can be able to handle any difficult situation, by the way. So yes, it's very important to be principled to what is expected of you. You need to respect your managers, to respect your supervisors. You need to work with them. You need to tolerate them. You need to tolerate your colleagues. You need to respect your colleagues. You need to work hand in hand as a team. You need to be able to work as a team and also to work independently. You need to be able to supervise yourself. Even when no one is watching you, you must do the right thing. I'm going to teach you all the right things. The wrong things what I tweeted alone. But when you get fired, don't come to me and say, Ruben told me this. No, I never taught you that. I'm teaching you the right things, that you must behave as a guard, security officer. You must behave, you must be grounded, you must be respectable, you must have integrity, you must be honest, you must be sharp, you must be observant, you must know your story, you must know the side, how you operate. You must learn and practice English. You must learn and practice it and learn to speak it. Get used to it. Get used to talking to clients. Whether you're in control room, whether you're a security officer, whether you're a tactical response, whether you're an escort, whether you're armed response, whether you are the retail security, estate security, you're working in a warehouse, in a retail store, banking security. There's too many sectors. So you need to know that you must be principled. When customers are looking at you, they must trust you. They must be able to say, hey, listen, can you help me, please? Yeah, Bob, you know what I'm saying. And then you are able to because you look proper. You need to look proper. So get rid of those bad habits. Because company, company. I don't like changing jobs. Nah. Myself, I don't like it. I like to settle. I like to get a grip and say, let me settle, let me push, let me see how things are going here and all of that. And I always try to grow. I always have something to do. I always have some short course that I'm doing. I'm not used to sitting there. The whole year, Papa. 12 months without you doing a certificate, it's a problem. The short course, it's a long-term course, because our jobs are not guaranteed. Anytime we post to their fail and all of that, you need to always target short courses, the trainings, attendance, short courses. everything. Then when you combine them, they give you something. I know this, I know that, I know this, I know that, I know that, also that one, also that one. Fika mundaung dabarabata tactical again, arm response again, control room operator again, CCTV operator again, a security officer again, supervisor again, manager again, on a basic course management, security management, risk management, everything. Just ube rats, man. Utsebe story saha. So officers, get rid of those bad habits, because if you don't get rid of them, they will get rid of you, in a sense that you get fired. That's the result. Bafethu, this is Bravo One Podcast. Salute, tango yanki, le shebe hape kopa, Bafethu, le subscribe and hit that notification bell, Bafethu, so that I'm gonna be able to deliver more. Siyazowana ma gents, siyazowana ma sister, bravo, tango yanki.